Welcome back, College Baseball Central fans. We got a new series we're going to be starting for you guys here, and it's one that I really wanted to highlight. I wanted to go out and talk to some of these guys that haven't been getting enough national attention to me. And Mason Neville of the Oregon Ducks, he was number one on my list. I mean, this guy should be up for the Golden Spikes Awards, and I'm just not seeing enough. So we're going to promote him today. Get out there and get to know Mason. Mason, how we doing, man?
Doing good. I appreciate you guys having me. This is pretty awesome.
Yeah, happy to have you on, man. I mean, I've seen you live, I think 4 times this year, and been watching a lot, and
Awesome.
you're not the typical leadoff man. I mean, you got 325, nine doubles, 15 bombs, 31 RBIs, 1258 OPS. How do you view your approach in leading off this potent Duck offense?
Yeah. They last year, to take it back a little bit, once I kind of got hot, I guess you can say, and got in the lineup every day, towards the middle end of last year, especially in postseason, they had me at the leadoff spot, and they liked me there, and I kind of found a way to kind of take in that role, I guess you can say, and just be that spark plug and put in competitive at bat right away that first inning of the game, and continue to do that. And so they liked me there last year, and I kind of did that throughout the whole fall and the scrimmages in the spring before the season. Kind of just learn and do that leadoff spot, I guess you can say. I've done it in the past a little bit, but I mean, I was happy to kind of be up in the top of the lineup and be that spark plug, I guess you can say. And so the approach with that, kind of just to start the game, just start the game off with a bang, have a good at bat, whether I barrel a ball, get a hit, or just have a competitive at bat. That's the main goal. Just to go out there first AB of the game and just be ready, be on the hunt. I feel like that kind of sets the tone for the team, for the rest of the game, and kind of just shows that we can go hit off of the starter, whether he's a big time guy or whatever the case is. Just kind of having that confidence to start the game off hot, is kind of what I embrace. So that's the biggest thing, I guess you can say. I wouldn't say I kind of had that typical leadoff, whatever you call it, but yeah, I like to go out there and just kind of embrace that and start off strong. So
Pressure on the defense immediately. You go out there that for Sunday game at against Michigan, go out there and hit a bomb to start off the day.
right, right,
I was tweeting about it immediately, going, this is not your atypical leadoff here. This guy goes
yeah,
out there and hits the ball at the ballpark, and it's great to see. I love that there's no easy outs in this lineup, but when you start off with a guy who's got 15 home runs and up in the nation's leaders, it's crazy when you look at this lineup. But great having you at the top of this Duck lineup. Why Oregon? I mean, I know that there's lots of reasons. I love the program. I think it's tremendous. I think that the area, I think what they've built there is tremendous. But why'd you pick Oregon?
yeah. I had a pretty good relationship with them out of high school, and it just didn't work out. I was committed, I think, early on to Arizona under Jay Johnson, and then ultimately went to Arkansas my freshman year. But kind of just having that relationship with them and talking to them, I knew Jacob Walsh pretty well from playing in high school, and so when I entered the transfer portal, they were one of the first teams to reach out, and they took a chance on me. And I mean, I didn't really have the stats to back it up after my freshman year at Arkansas. And so going into the portal with that and really not having the stats to go somewhere and kind of be one of the bigger guys, I guess you can say, for that team going in there. That was a big thing for me, and just kind of talking with him about the coaches. And I think they do a great job. I think they're really one of the few coaches probably in the country that take it, like, I wouldn't say as serious. I think they all take it serious, but kind of how in depth they go and how much they care about their players is pretty special. And I think that's huge for development. I think they develop guys. I think they run a really good West Coast offense. They teach you how to play the game right. I mean, that you play hard, you practice hard, and you learn how to play the game right. You learn how to base run. You learn how to bunt, like small ball too. So it's not all about power. It's everything in between. So just kind of learning that and being a more fundamental baseball player was a big goal of mine. Just learning the game, going out there every day and practicing hard. I think they do a great job with that. And so, yeah, I got in talks with them and came out here for a visit and just thought, dude, they need one or two more guys, and they're in Omaha. I mean, at that point, I think they went regional, super regional, and then last year we went super regional. And so I just feel like I can go there and impact them in a great way. So
You've come in, and I've had Walls on a couple times. He's a great coach, and he goes out there and he really wants to get character guys. He's like, Mason's one of those guys we wanted to bring in, and it's worked out well for us. This whole coaching staff is really good about evaluating talent, getting guys in there and developing them once they arrive on campus. What's something that Coach Waz or one of the other guys on the staff there has told you that's really stuck with you and made you a better hitter?
Yeah. I mean, Waz preaches it every day. I mean, he tells you to stay on the ball and be on time. He said, I mean, our lineup, I think, is pretty powerful 1 through 9. And so when we're not overswinging and pulling off and trying to do too much, and we're just staying on the ball and putting good swings on it and being competitive, I mean, I think it shows up. And when we don't do that, I think it shows up as well. So, I mean, that's kind of been a staple, especially recently, just really staying on the ball and putting a competitive swing on it. I mean, I don't think we need to swing too hard. I think we have the size and strength to really do some damage. And so really, I'd say that's the biggest thing that stuck with me is not getting too big. I mean, at times, especially in rain or whatever the case is, I mean, you might feel like you need to do too much when you really don't. I mean, at the end of the day, we're swinging metal bats and it's dangerous. So that's the biggest thing for sure.
Yeah, the ball flies. I mean, being on
It
plane and being
does.
on time, that's the biggest thing, right? As long as
Right.
you can do
For
those
sure.
things, everybody in your guys' lineup is strong enough and big enough to hit the ball to the ballpark, and it shows. You
Right.
guys have been crushing this year, especially at home, getting all the home games, getting 36 home games this year.
Yeah.
Who's somebody's game that you like to emulate, like somebody you take after a little bit, or who's your favorite ball player that you were like,
Yeah.
hey, this guy, I'd like to be him one day?
Yeah, growing up, I mean, Vegas, dude, I like Harper, man. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I like what he does. He's at first base now. He's getting a little older, but back when he was in the outfield, I loved watching him. I love Acuna. I think Acuna is a phenomenal ball player. Bellinger, Yelich, kind of like a mix of all those guys. Trout, even. I mean, you can't forget Trout. He's a righty, so it's a little bit different, but just the way he plays and how passionate he is about the game. I mean, it's tough to not love that guy. But yeah, kind of a mix. I'll take bits and pieces of a lot of outfielders' games and kind of add it to mine. And then at the same time, I kind of want to just be me. You know what I mean? Go out and do my own thing. But you can't not learn from those guys. You know what I mean? Those are the greats.
100%. People have
Right.
asked me, they say, what's the comparison? I go, I mean, honestly, when I look at the swing and I look at the stats, Cody Bellinger is a great fit. Like that's a good
Yeah.
fit for the
Yeah.
swing you have in the style you play out there. I love it. Big fan of Belly and Bryce Harper,
Yeah.
obviously,
Oh yeah.
tremendous talent. So
Oh yeah.
uh, I love the aggressive swings and getting after, especially early in the baseball games. What's your go-to game day snack? And as a Northwest guy myself here, what does mayo belong on a hot dog? I've been having this argument all over the nation, and people have been arguing with me. It feels like it's a Northwest thing, but what's your favorite good game day snack? And then does mayo belong on a dog?
Yeah, game day snack. I like to get some protein, whether that's like some beef jerky or maybe like a protein shake after we lift on game. Like we lift on Fridays, and so maybe a protein shake after that or a smoothie. I'll eat a big breakfast, and then I'll probably kind of take it lighter before the game, just kind of
Yes.
running around and all that kind of stuff. But definitely some protein in there. I like those peanut butter pretzels. We have some of those in our dugout, and those are pretty sweet. Honestly, I don't know if I've ever had mayo on a hot dog
Oh
before.
man, I'm on an island
I'm
by
kind of
myself.
basic. I'll just put ketchup. So I'm kind of I'm basic. I see my daddy puts relish and mustard and all that kind of stuff. I've tried it, but I'm pretty basic when it comes to hot dogs. I'll just put ketchup on it.
Being as I go to a
So,
lot of ballparks, I try to have dogs everywhere. They're usually pretty
oh yeah,
consistent.
yeah.
But yeah, people just laugh when they see the pictures of the mayo on dogs. I try
Yeah,
to
the
get other fans
mayo's
out there.
interesting. I'll have to try that. That's
Gives it a
interesting.
little difference,
Yeah.
holds the
Oh
relish a
yeah.
little bit better than ketchup. I
Yeah.
don't know. I've been
Interesting.
doing it for my whole life, so I was like, man, am I the weirdo here? And everybody says I am. So
That's funny.
yeah, Steven Shock was giving me a hard time about it the other day. He's like, bro, you put mayo on a dog? I'm like, yeah, it's delightful.
That's funny.
Favorite place to eat in Eugene? I know there's tons of good food places.
Yeah.
Where do you go like on a day you have off, or where do you want to go and just really get food?
Yeah. If we're with a big group of guys and we want to go hang out and kind of just be ourselves, we'll go to Fuji. It's like a little Japanese
Yeah.
steakhouse. We'll go there pretty often, especially before games. That's kind of been our thing this year. We'll get a group of guys and go there and just hang out and just have fun. And then on an off day, I like Bow and Vine. Have you ever had Bow and Vine, that
Yes,
burger
sir.
place? Oh,
Yeah.
it's so good. we'll go there. Those are probably my two go-tos, and then probably Chipotle. Other than that, I mean, can't go wrong with Chipotle. Grab it and go. Head back to the apartment. So I'd say those three are kind of the go-tos.
Bow and Vine, great burgers, tremendous
Oh
place.
my,
Fuji
yep,
is underrated, so I'm glad you mentioned that.
it
It's a
is.
good
I think it
Japanese
is underrated.
steakhouse, man.
Pretty
It's
good, yeah.
it's good stuff.
Oh yeah.
All right. People want to know what's your favorite non-baseball hobby? What do you go out there and do in your days off, man?
Yeah, it's tough sometimes in Oregon with the rain, but I definitely say I like to be outside. Back home in Vegas, if it's not too hot, I'll go play pickleball with my dad pretty often. Anything, golf, I mean, whatever it is. I like to be outside, and then I mean indoors if it's raining or if it's too cold, I'll play some MLB The Show or something like that. But hang out with some friends or whatever the case is. But yeah, I definitely like to keep it active. I like to play other sports, stuff like that. So,
Fair. You may not know this, but I moved up to Bend area. I'm from the Valley.
oh, cool.
Grew up in the Valley my whole life, and now I just keep my golf clubs and my fly
There you
fishing
go.
rod in my car at all times.
Oh yeah,
Like
I want to
I'm
learn
done
how
for
to
the
fly
day.
fish. We have some guys on our team that know. I definitely, when it warms up a little bit on an off day, I'll go learn how to do that. It's pretty sweet.
You have to hit me up, man. There's some good ones up here in Central
Oh
Oregon if you're
yeah,
ever up here. It's fly fishing is something totally different, but it's a
oh
blast. You
yeah,
get out there on the river or on the lake and you have
oh
a good
yeah,
old time. So love that. What do you want to say to the Duck fans? I mean, I know that they've, been following out, coming out to all these games.
yeah,
Lots more big games upcoming. I know you guys are hosting the Beavs here in a couple weeks. I'll be down there for that whole series. What do you want to tell these fans to say, hey, come out and come see this great team?
yeah. I appreciate all the love. I'd say that first and foremost.
Yeah.
I think we have a special group this year, and just continue to support. I think the rivalry always between Oregon State is pretty fun to watch. We were there last year, and so it'd be pretty sweet to have a packed house at home this year. That'd be sweet. And then we play UCLA. They're pretty good this year too. So that's an old Pac-12 matchup, and we get to play them at home this year when should be some pretty good weather then too. So that'd be sweet if they sold that out like they did against Michigan. So that's the biggest thing. Just keep supporting, and we notice it and we appreciate it.
Yeah, keep showing up, guys. I mean, at Maryland this week, but then you get the UCLA series at home, which is
Yeah.
huge. And
Oh
then
yeah.
the Beavers come to town. Like I know that those two series are already sold out.
Oh
Can't
yeah.
wait to see this team perform down there. Mason, thanks for coming on, man. I just want to make sure
Yeah.
we
Thanks for
highlight
having
you,
me.
get you some love out there. I mean, 15 home runs and a 1258 OPS, man. You're crushing the ball. Appreciate everything you're doing for the Ducks. Thanks for coming on the program. We'll talk later in the
Thank you.
season.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me.
Thanks, man.
Awesome. Take care.